Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Upgrade. It's a movie starring Discount Tom Hardy. I call him that because he looks like Tom Hardy, and he's not as well known as Tom Hardy, so I feel like when filmmakers get him, they probably wanted Tom Hardy but couldn't afford him. He's an excellent actor, though. His real name is Logan Marshall Green. He did excellent in this movie. He did really good in Prometheus, so no slights on him. Just when I see him, I'm like, that's Discount Tom Hardy. Alright, moving on. As always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, I think you hear some dogs barking at one point, and that's about it in terms of furry. So, moving on to the good and the bad. This is a movie about a guy who becomes a paraplegic, and he basically is offered the ability to walk and whatnot if he gets this chip implanted in his brainstem. And he goes for it because he wants to find the men who did this to him. And then it's basically a detective movie. But it is so fantastic to see the fight scenes in this movie. I've seen a lot of movies with a lot of fight scenes with a lot of different action ones, and this one is unique. I'm sure a few years from now, once more filmmakers start using how they shot this, that it won't be as unique. Like, I feel like there was a little bit of it in Venom, which is funny because that's a Tom Hardy film. But this one I think did it better, and there was more of it, and I think it did it first. So, yeah, it was shot very uniquely with how the camera is positioned and follows things, and just how the action was shown. And really, props to Logan Marshall Green, because his ability to act while in these fight sequences to just make it look so believable that this microchip is helping to move him in a way to make these fight sequences work. Like, and the facial expressions and just like how he's acting as he's just kicking these dudes' ass is just absolutely, it's hilarious and it's awesome. And I really, really like his ability, how they shot the action, and the camera. I don't know if it was an after effect or an in-camera effect. I want to say it was probably in-camera, but whatever they did during or after, post-production to make it look like it does, I hope that more filmmakers adopt that style, because it's not like the Bourne Supremacy or Ultimatum where the camera was getting kicked more than the person. It had far enough, you could see the action, and they kept it for a decent number of kicks and throws and punches and whatnot before switching to the next camera angle. So it still had a visceral and an immediate and action quality to it, but without getting confused or having like one punch, each different cuts going on with it. So props to Logan Marshall Green, props to his stunt team, props to the filmmakers. It's just, I would say that this is a Matrix level quality fight scenes. Just absolutely excellent, and I highly recommend you go and see this movie. And in terms of storyline, it kept me interested because I like a good mystery. I like a good investigative story, and that's what this is when you really break it down. It's him investigating these guys that, that attacked him. And I really liked what they did there. So, yeah. And then a lot of movies that have the investigation go on and whatnot, like with all movies, basically, it really, really comes down to the ending as to how much I'm going to like a movie. You can really have a good movie and then just absolutely biff it at the end and just totally ruin the experience. And this movie has an excellent ending. I don't feel that's a spoiler. Hopefully you don't either. But I think that this movie has a great third act and an excellent ending. The one bad thing that I will say is that at one point there is a car chase sequence, and I didn't find it super believable. And more importantly, that part really wasn't as entertaining. It just, maybe after seeing the Matrix Reloaded highway chase sequence, maybe nothing else lives up to that, but it just didn't have quite the same energy that the rest of the film had. So that was a little disappointing, but like I said, all the rest of the fight sequences and the action, the writing, the delivery of it, he's a funny guy when he needs to be. He's got that great sardonic wit, and the surrounding cast around him was very good too. So I hope you see this movie, because like I said, it's Matrix quality, so you're going to enjoy it, assuming you have any type of love for any sort of action movie. Alrighty, that's all I have for this one. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.